All right, folks, thank you very much for being um, here. My name is Lalit, and I'm with no wait. I want to really um, thanks everybody so far that they have made their morning on Saturday. And I hope there are so many different topics that we are covering in this days. So thanks everyone. With no time wait, I want to really ask Shushruti Shah if you're available.
Hey, hi, Lalit. Good
Yeah, hi.
afternoon.
Good afternoon. Cool. So can I quickly have you on the camera, please? Oh, sorry, the video or audio or screen share quickly so that we can.
Sure, sure. Yeah, let me just quickly share my screen and let me know if you can
Yeah,
hear me
yeah,
fine.
yeah, sure.
Okay, just give me a moment.
All right, I see your screen now.
You can see,
Do,
right?
yeah, so do you plan to have some real demo like where you want to show some screen? Except
Yes. So what I'll be doing today is I'll firstly cover the slides and then I'll demo once I cover some of my slides.
can you flip back to your Google Chrome or a browser so that
Sure.
I know it's also visible?
So I think you can see the screens
Perfect.
of,
So this is good.
yeah.
Understood. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Those,
Lalit.
yeah. So those of you who don't know, Sushruti, she's been a fantastic, professional around the Microsoft technology as like SharePoint framework developer. I have seen, and I have personally know her content on the LinkedIn and everywhere wherever she posts. So she's been really close to the technology, and I'm really excited to be seeing how this Yammer being changed to the employee experience with the like the employee experience Viva Engage that they really plan Microsoft. So part of this Viva family, the Viva Engage is a great start where you will learn a lot of about the communities, the storyline. I'm sure she will have more detailed plan to update. So over to you, Shushruti.
Thanks, Lalit. So, good afternoon, everyone. For those who took out the time on Saturday and they are with us for a brief learning event on Viva. So, till now, probably you might have got the gist of what all services Microsoft provides in terms of Viva. You might have heard about Viva Connections, Viva Insights, Viva Topics, Engage. If not, then you don't have to worry about it. We have a good lineup of speakers which might cover each and every aspect of Viva. So you can at least get a glimpse of every services what Microsoft provides in terms of Viva. So let's just go ahead. Uh, Before I move ahead with my agenda, I will quickly like to give a shout out to all the organizers. So they have planned this event with a huge, they have put in on a huge effort, and also the sponsors which we have with us, Penthara, Microsoft, Rapid Circle, or Sisto, and the team of UI Explores. So thank you so much. Before I move ahead, I request you all to stay till the end of the event because we have a quiz section as well where you can just brush up your knowledge on Viva, what you learned today, and just attend that quiz. And who knows, you can just win something. Okay, so today's topic is like very close to me because when I started exploring Viva, I have been a very I'm indulged into Viva as an enthusiast or also as a productivity specialist. So when I talk about productivity, I myself as an end user or as an employee, how I can enhance or how I can use Viva for my productive day. For any employee's productive day, right? You have so many services, you build applications, you work as a developer or as a project manager or as a consultant, but how you can leverage Viva to help you productivize your work day. So I'm going to cover two aspects of Viva today. One is Viva Connections and the other is Viva Engage. Probably for those who don't know what Viva Engage is, it is just recently rebranded. Previously we used to call it as Yammer and now it is called as Viva Engage. a short introduction about me. I know Lalita already introduced me, but I'll quickly introduce myself. I am Shushti Shah, and I have been working with an organization as a technical consultant. Majorly, my work background is around Microsoft 365, Viva, or Power Platform, and also some aspects of Azure. And I keep taking sessions on my technical on all of these technical things, and also I write blogs on the same. So without a further ado, I like to just come upon what Microsoft Viva is. So as you can see from the screen, this is the Microsoft Viva services, all the Viva service you will find. So it is a part of employee experience platform. So when I say employee experience platform, employee experience is kind of, you can assume that services which are created for the betterment of an employee. So this doesn't consist only of one service or two, but it is generally divided in four aspects like connection, insight, purpose, and growth. Now each pillar, like connection, what connection helps you to do is you can stay on top of your information. So let's say your organization has some learning upskilling program going on, or there is a cultural activity planned for the whole organization across different regions, and also including everyone, like not just few people, but inclusion and diversity. That is what connection is. You can just stay on top of your organization news. It's not like every time we know what our organization has planned for us. So this is the place where you can find all the information related to the organization. The next pillar is insights. So insights is basically, you can assume it is for more from an end user or or an employee perspective, just like how you can plan your day, how you can improvise your productivity, and also keep your well-being intact. So it is not like you're overburning or working for more longer hours. Your shifts are changing. You're working as a frontline worker or as a developer or consultant. It doesn't matter, but you have to improvise the productivity. And to improvise that, insights, which is this pillar, also provides you some beautiful meditation exercises or guides, mindfulness guides, etc. So you can also use that to for your for enhancing your productivity. Next is purpose. So purpose is bit different. How it helps employee or a group of people to organize their work. So let's say probably everyone might have used planner. So how you use planner is you create some tasks. Either it is for a group of user or it is for yourself, right? And that is how you maintain that these are my tasks, these are my goals for this week or month. Similarly, there is a service called Viva Goals. It helps you to uh, enhance that planner experience at a more deeper level. Not just planner is a kind of a very simple example, but Viva Goals provides you much more. It is directly related to your organization KPIs, etc. Growth in terms of how you as an employee can upskill or grow yourself in the organization. So that is where Viva Topics and Viva Learning comes into the picture. Viva Topics is basically if there are a few jargons which are used across the organization, or there are project terminologies, let's say Mars or solar, something like that. This is just an example, but solar might be like the intention behind using the word solar might be different. It might be related to some project name. It is an acronym, right? So you don't know which project team, what project team, what it is working on, what are the documents related to that project, or what are the key people who are working on that project. So that is how you can grow your project scope. Like you can just you can know different projects and the team associated with that project using Viva Topics. And also you can upskill yourself, like you want to train yourself in cloud or Azure or maybe admin side. So just go ahead and take up those learning from Viva Learning. And Viva Learning's not just it has a lot of providers, not just LinkedIn Learning, but Udemy, Udacity, etc. So I think plural site, etc. So you can find all this Viva Learning topic. You can find your learnings from there, and it also includes Microsoft Learning. So apart from these, definitely when we talk about services, the layer of security also plays an important role. So everything, your privacy and your security is maintained for all the services which are provided by Microsoft Viva, and that is intact to each and every service. So let's just go ahead and explore more about connections. So I already talked about what employee experience is. I will not take much of the time here. But right now on your screen, what you're seeing is an image which shows the Viva connection image. I am not sure how much of you or how much of the attendees have got a chance to look at what Viva Connection portal is, or how you can go and check out. We look at that once I cover my slides. So from the screen, you can see this is the Viva Connection portal. And how you can find that? It is very simple and very easy. Uh, you have to go to your Microsoft Teams. Once you go there, you can just see this as pinned in your left navigation. If you are working in an organization, definitely you would have Viva Connection portal. If not, if you want to try it out for your exploring purposes, or if you just want to explore what Viva Connections is, how you can have it for your organization or your environment, all you have to do is you just have to add this app, which is Viva Connections app, and you have to link it to your Viva Connection site. When I say Viva Connection site, it is nothing but an home site of your SharePoint. So when I talk about home site, for those who aren't aware, SharePoint has different types of sites. One is uh, your team site, and the other is your connect. I'm not sure about the other type, but there are two types of site. One is team site and other site. You can convert that site into your home site. Once it is there, you will automatically be connected and you will see that home site in your Viva connections. So now, right now, what you are seeing is the rebranded version. So this is the Viva homepage where you'll this is the home of all your Viva services. So right now you can see that Megan was logged in, and you can just greet. This is a greeting for Megan that, hey, good morning, Megan. You can find all the Viva services in your Viva homepage. And just like what we talked about, there are multiple Viva services. So you can see all of them here. And below the home, like below the Viva services, you'll also find dashboard and feed. So we'll go ahead and look at it in some time. But just to make you familiarize with what Viva Connections is, this is the home portal. And once you click on the landing, this is where you will be redirected to the home site. Okay. So let's just go ahead and look at what Viva Connections provides. What are the features you can find in Viva Connections? So just like I mentioned, Viva Connection will have your three different sections. One is dashboard, other is feed, and the resources. So this is how your mobile experience of Viva Connections may look like. Dashboard means whatever adaptive card extensions. So there are different types of adaptive cards, just like your tasks or today's date, if there is any national holiday, or calendar, just like probably if an employee's birthday is on today's date, then they'll just receive a greeting that, hey, happy birthday. So these are the kind of personalized cards which you will find it on your dashboard. Apart from personalized cards, there might also be a different kind of cards wherein you can go and take some actions, like you can add new tasks, you can add some minor events or something like that. So that is the dashboard. Feed is basically all your feeds from your Viva Engage. You'll find it in the feed section. Resources are nothing more than your resources, like your sites which you have visited, or your documents, or any of the resources which are relevant to the site or which are relevant to you. You'll find it in the resources section. Next. So how you can engage with the communities right from your Viva connections. So what it helps you to do is you can also find, just like I mentioned, you can stay on top of the feed from Viva Engage. So all your feed from Viva Engage will be pulled up in your connections as well. So you can see what the organization is doing. You can find polls, you can find Q&A. If you have some answers to it, you can reply, respond, etc. And also this gives you a sense of transparency, so that everyone who is taking part of that, who is answering some questions or who is part of that poll, they will be able to get the information directly, right? This is what a community is. You post in your questions, you get some responses, and then this is a transparent network. There is nothing hidden behind the scenes. Next, it also helps you to build an healthy and inclusive workforce. So now when I talk about healthy and inclusive or diverse workforce, how it will help you to build is either in your Viva community, you can have a community which is diverse community and inclusive community, where you can have all the conversations. So just like a Pride Week or diversified events, whatever events you have across organizations, you can promote it on your Viva connection. And how you can promote it, just by, if you have some SharePoint pages which are for diversified network or inclusive network, you can boost those posts, and that boost feature, you have it in Viva Connection, and it will help you gain the attraction from all the employees. And this is how you can build an inclusive workforce. Next, this feature is utmost important. So as you can see from the screen, this is a page, SharePoint site page. And this page, from the author's perspective, is like, I want this to be reached to my whole employee, whole organization. How I can do that? I can do it by just enabling a feature called as boost. And how, till which date you want to boost this feature, you can boost, you can just give that. Until that date, this feature will keep on boosting. And what it does is, because this is a critical content and a most important content, you want it to be visible. So this will be visible to your whole organization. Hence, you are using this boosting feature. Next, definitely, as I talked about, we are talking about a community, a group of people, organization. Now, when you want to enhance your organization to a level that it builds a group of people's network, that they can openly come and ask questions, they can have the queries clarified. So that is where they can build solid connections. And how they can build these connections, it is using Viva engage communities. We'll look at how you can create communities, how you can engage with that community, how you can respond and reply, or that all of those in the demo. Apart from that, definitely we all need mentors in our life, right? We are not content, like we might be good at something, but we are not good at everything. So that is when you need mentors, you need help from your mentors to grow in your organization. So mentorship also plays an important role, and you can just directly come into your Viva portal, which is a connection portal. You'll find a different group of mentor, which are listed down in your Viva Connection portal, and you can go to that mentorship DL or distribution list, and you can just drop in an email or ping that key important person, and then you can just clarify, or you can just set up a call with your mentor to just have a good,
हाँ भाई,
rep. Hello, I
पोजीशन
think
ये
someone is.
चाची आ गई भाई।
Sorry, let me quickly unmute
ठीक बता रही
the.
थी, ऑपरेशन होगा।
Yeah,
You can
Shushni.
help your
Sorry about that,
employees.
guys.
Yeah, 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 no problem. So you can just directly ping your mentors, or you can just ping that people who are related, who has that information, who are the key im- people, and you can just grow the communication with your mentor by asking them that how you can grow, how you can upskill. They'll provide you some beautiful or important key learnings for you to grow in the organization. So this is how you can grow as an employee, by taking up and help of a mentor, or we are learning as well. Let's just go and look more aspect from the Viva Connection side. So as you can see from this picture, that how you can grow your organization to be more diversified. We have talked about more like diversification, inclusion, right? Now, how your organization can do this. So what they can do is, while they are creating their Viva Connection portal, they can create in such a fashion where their branding reflects what they want to say. So just like how you can see from the screen, the branding is so good, right? You can understand that, hey, yes, this is promoting inclusivity, that this portal is not restricted to only a set of users, but it is available for everyone. That is where your branding of Viva Connection plays an important picture. Your home site, which is your Viva Connections portal, should be created or branded in such a fashion where it promotes inclusivity. Next, this is what I meant. You can promote your like inclusion as well, but also you can focus on what matters for your employees. So definitely, it is not the case like few examples or few site pages. Maybe those are related to a technology group of people, but those are not related for operations, who are working for operations. And your site, which is your Viva Connection home portal, shouldn't be targeted to only one group of people, right? It should be targeted for everyone. But now, if there are few data which is related to HR and it is not relevant to technical, then how you can maintain that transparency, how you can maintain that. So you have audience targeting. So audience targeting, you can use that. And that is how only a set of people, the content which is relevant for HR will be visible to HR, but not for the technology group or operations people. But the content which is relevant to technology will be more focused to the technology group. So this is how you can target your audience. Next, you can also take action. So just like how I mentioned, dashboard gives you that personalized cards for yourself. So you can create new content, like you can create new tasks in Planner, or you can just see what is the today's stock rates going on. This is how you can take some actions from those small cards. Now let me go to the Viva connection so that you can understand it more well. Okay. So right now I'm into my demo site and I will go to the Viva connections. So this is my Teams. What I did is I just went to the App Store here and I'm just typing in Viva connection, and you'll find this Viva Connections app. Just click or add if you haven't added yet. You'll be landed to this Viva Connection experience. Now, right now, what you're seeing is the home page. I can click on three dots. You are seeing home already. You can see it visible that I am in home page. If I click on Insights, I'll be redirected to the Insights app, but I will stay here in the home page. So in the home page, you can see that there is a different look and feel, and this is not a SharePoint site, but this is a home of Viva. Here I can find all the Viva services which are enabled for my organization and which I have permissions to, right? So I have Viva Learning, Insights, Goals, Engage, and Pulse. I have this much Viva services enabled for me. Next, what you can do is you can edit this section. You can change the picture, change the image if you want. Let me just put up a stock image, any community image. Let's just add it. So you will see the background image is changed. This is more of a branding, but you can just keep it as it is as well, no issues. The another section which we'll see is dashboard. The other section is resources and the feed. These are the three sections which you will see in your Viva connections. Either you log in from your phone, or it is a desktop version or an iPad, any version. In all the versions, these are the three sections: dashboard, resources, and feed. Dashboard has some adaptive cards. So as you can see, forms adaptive card, I can quickly take a poll. I have Q&A, Viva Learning. I have my personalized card for my website, approvals, assigned tasks, or also I can create my adaptive cards as well, custom adaptive cards. And also there are a few applications which are built on top of Teams. You can have that. So these are the different adaptive cards. I can create a request for approval, etc., etc. But let's go ahead. Okay, I don't want to create that. I'll go to the Viva Connections portal again. Okay. In the resources, as I mentioned, you can find all the frequent visited sites, the sites you follow, etc. These are the different resources like documents, sites, pages. This is a navigation you can follow. Feed. Feeds is the utmost important thing. It will bring up your feed from your Viva Engage. We'll look at it. Right now, it is not set it up. And if you click on Viva Connections again, there will be a global left navigation wherein you can see the top name, which is Microsoft Viva, the Contoso, because this is the organization is Contoso. And this is the left navigation which you are seeing here for your feed, for your resources. The sites which I follow, news, if there are any news which are on top, which I'm on top of, like maybe that is relevant for my organization, or this is boosted version of the news, I can find all of them, and I can navigate also just by clicking here. I will have the global navigation and I can navigate to different sites. Now let's just go ahead and click on communication site. Also, let's see what I have here, what I have, what more I have. So here you can see about UI Viva. So this is just an information. What else? You can refresh this site as and when if you want. You can manage the access directly. So this is right now following your SharePoint access permissions only. You can see who is the owner, who are the members and visitors. And if you want, you can grant access as well, right from here. Next, you can view the analytics and you can switch experiences. So view analytics will give you the analysis of your Viva connections, that who are the unique users who visited your Viva connection, who engaged more in the past 7 or 30 days, and what are the different total views, usage details, and engagement details. Right now, because this is my fresh environment, you won't be able to see it. Let me just go back. You can also download the report from there. Also, you can switch the experience. So this is new. So right now, what experience you are seeing is a new Viva experience, wherein you have Viva homepage. This is the Viva homepage. But if you want to disable this, you can just select here and you can switch. You will be back to the older experience, and the older experience only shows your home site as your Viva connection. So now, when I click on communication site, I will be navigated to my home site. So now my Viva connection portal. So this is the Viva connection portal. It is inclusive portal. The Contoso and tenant, the admin created a portal which is inclusive for all the users or all the employees. So because you can see that, hey, this is my portal, and definitely this is my SharePoint site, nothing new. The portal is branded in a way that it um includes all different kind of people. This is the dashboard. These are the resources. I can find the Twitter feed, and I can also find the relevant documents related to inclusion, diversity, or organization documents. And you can also find some conversations from your Viva Engage. So let's just go ahead and see how you can edit. So let me edit this site, and I'll come to the dashboard. So this is important because this makes it for an user a good. You can create your own adaptive cards. Like you can have some cards built on which will just show an information probably for a different set of group of users. So let's just see what dashboard provides. I'll edit this. Okay, this is the dashboard web part wherein I am able to see all the different kind of adaptive cards. What I have to do is I have to go to the, let me just republish, and I will go to the communication site, and let me just go. I will show it to you. Yes. Now I am in the home portal, which is the home site. And what I'll do is I'll quickly create some adaptive cards. So let me just navigate to this card. Okay, I'm in the wrong place. Sorry. Let's undo the feature. Manage Viva connections. I'll go to view dashboard. Okay. Yes. So this is the dashboard look and feel. Now, what I did is I'll just quickly recap. So I was in the home portal. You might have seen SharePoint sites a number of times. So what you have to do is, this is just a here you are just adding that web part. You are doing nothing else. I can't create the adaptive card extensions from here. For creating that, you should definitely, if you have Viva connections enabled, you can just go to the site settings. You have to go to your site firstly. Once you're on the site, in the settings, you have to click on manage Viva connections and what you want to manage, resources, feed, or dashboard. I clicked on dashboard and it landed me to a dashboard page. So here in dashboard, when I click on edit, this is totally different look and feel. Now what you are able to see is dashboard details. So this is the dashboard, how it looks like if you want to change the thumbnail. This is the editor experience. If you want in the editor to provide you with the spell check as well. And if you want to rearrange, you can rearrange. And this is the dashboard page, dashboard.aspx. Now you see that there are different experiences or responsive experience we will be seeing. One is mobile and one is for desktop. Now, right now I have clicked on mobile experience. I go to the desktop experience. So this is how when this dashboard.aspx is published, your users, wherever this dashboard web part is added, they'll see it this way. Okay, whenever they come from the desktop experience. So now let me just go ahead and add a card. So while I add an adaptive card, there are different types of cards which you can add. One is Teams apps, assigned tasks, approval. These are frequently used ones. Also, you can see that these are the dashboard. Like these are the cards which you can use it in your dashboard, just like a web link or news or an application. For your frontline workers, you can have shifts, you can have praise cards, or you can design or your own cards as well. So let's just take a look at card designer and what it will give you. So this is my card designer. I can edit. What it provides me is I can select a card which is of either these three type, a heading, an image or description. You can just, right now I'll keep it as heading. You can select a card size. I want a large card. So this is how the large layout looks like. I want to change the icon. You can change it from here, or you can have that icon stored in your SharePoint. You can pick it up. I am using the custom one. Heading Viva Days 2023. If you want an action, so definitely I want uh, to link Viva Days. Let's just add Viva Days link, and I will quickly grab this URL and I will add it here. And if you want to design your adaptive card, uh, probably your custom design, your branded design, whatever you do is you just have to go to adaptive card designer and you can start designing your adaptive cards from here. This is the schema where you can see all the properties, and this is the designer. In the designer, you can pick up a new card, whichever way you want to, whichever template you want to pick it up. So here you can see weather card. You can just pick it up. You can grab this whole JSON and you can paste it there. And your card, definitely you have to update your values, your uh, data from where you want to put plug in your weather from. So all those you have to do it. Design in designer, you can just design your template for adaptive card, and then you can have that in the template, and data you can provide it here. Once you have that, you also have the functionality or feature for targeting it to your audience. So just like, let's say Viva Days 2023 is more from a Microsoft community, right? So I don't want the whole organization uh, to be able to see this Viva Days adaptive card. I only want Microsoft community in my organization to be able to view this event, which is an upcoming event. So what I'll do is I can quickly target it to the audience. So right now I will add it for everyone. This, you can have a group of people and you can just uh, target it to a group of people. Right now I don't want to target it. I'll just keep it open because this is my community tenant. I will republish. Once I republish, you can just see this adaptive card added here. Let me just delete all the other different kind of cards which are not relevant, and probably we can edit this as well. Once you have it here, once your card is published, what we can do is let's just publish this and preview. Okay, once it is done, let us go back to the Viva connections and refresh. We should be able to see that card. Let's see if you are able to see it or not. Okay, it is taking some time. If I edit, probably I would have targeted it to some number. Let's just edit this dashboard. Okay, because it allowed only 9 number of cards to be visible, hence you were not able to see it. But as soon as I apply all and I just republish, so my portal will start reflecting. So I have Viva connection. I can click on it. I can land to this, and if I click on this, it will be. So this is the card which is created for you, and I added that two buttons, primary, secondary, and it had adaptive cards, etc. So adaptive card link, which you would have seen. So this is how you can go ahead, and Viva connection days was added here on view. Okay. So this is the adaptive card extension. You can create your own adaptive cards just like for any of the feature which you want. Either it can be a weather or a birthday card or an event card, upcoming events, etc. But definitely Microsoft provides you some inbuilt out of the box samples as well. So you can utilize that, or else you can create custom ones using adaptive card extension or adaptive card Viva connection toolkit. You can create your custom adaptive cards as well. So this is whole in whole your Viva connection where you can stay on top of the resources and news, and also you can have some actionable task items or actionable cards which you can utilize for yourself. The other part of Viva Connections is Viva Engage, right? So right now you're not able to see the feed, but as soon as I link my Viva Engage with my Viva Connection portal, you can also interact with your communities. You can also post Q&As. You can post storylines, just like this. You can say this as your social experience, but in a more professional way, where you have different communities and where you can socialize, not just with respect to technology, but also with respect to your passion for food or for different kind of community passion which you might have. So let's just go ahead and look at Viva Engage. Before that, let's cover few slides. Okay. So now, as we talked about Viva Connection, we saw all the features of Viva Connection in Viva Connection service from Teams. So you will be able to relate it more uh, nicer way. So you can build company branded Viva Connection portals. Definitely, we talked about it. How you can build brand your sites, dashboard, feed, resources, boosting. Also, Viva Connections home experience, which is the home of all Viva, and you can also target your adaptive cards to a set of users. What is coming soon? It is these are the new features which you might see rolling out soon. It is not yet available. So right now there is only one home site which can be added to your Visa connections. Hence you have to target it for different set of users, or you have different features, right, where different users has to see different content. So what happens is, to address this issue, Microsoft has stated that you can have multiple Viva connections instances, not just one, so that you can cater content according to different group of people. Next, definitely, you will find more seamless integration with Microsoft 365, which is more seamless, as in you will have more integrations with Viva Engage. You'll find videos from Engage, streaming it here, integrated it here. There are also a new admin center for Viva Engage and news notifications. These are the four new features which are coming. This was new in Viva Connections, which we already saw, that analytics thing. You can view the analytics and you can download the reports. Next, communities. So this is a social platform where you can build communities, you can engage in different communities which matches your interest. Viva communities, let's just go ahead and look at different features you can, or different things you can do in community. So first thing, you can join a community. So just like you can see from the image, that there are different communities called best practices, campaign, help desk support, and women's, right? Women ERG. So these are the different community. So let's say I'm interested in best practices community. All you have to do is you just have to click on join button and you will be part of that community. If that is public community, you'll be directly added to that community. But if it is a private group of people, the admin has to add you in. If you click on join, they'll probably add you in, and you will start seeing the posts from that community once you are added. So this is how you can connect with that group of people. You can ask questions, you can post in videos, you can post reference or resources relevant to that community. Okay. Next, you can share. So by sharing, you can, there are different types of share. Either you can discuss, or you can post and resourceful information, or you can post a Q&A, or probably a good video, or definitely if this community is a leadership community, so where all your leaders are engaged, so they'll post an announcement. So let's say a festival is coming up next week, and then you want your whole employee or whole organization to take part in that festival, probably a hackathon, right? You want uh, everyone to come up and submit their ideas and do just engage and be a part of it. So what they'll do is they'll post an announcement. So as you can see from the screen, an announcement was posted in all company, because this was targeted for all company, and all company is a community, and an admin of all company posted an announcement. So everyone can just whoever is part of Viva Engage, they'll be receiving this announcement as a notification in their Microsoft Teams, and also as an email in their Outlook. Next, similar to Viva Connections, you can also find your insights. So leaders can find the insight for how the events, like what are the engagements, how users are able to engage, whether they are reacting to your post, whether they were engaged in any conversation, or did they ask any question in the conversation. So how was the engagement with respect to that post? Next, you can also host and attend virtual events. So virtual events like town hall, which are targeted for a group of users or employees in organization. You can host your town halls. You can host live events, which are Microsoft Teams live event, or else just a Q&A or ask me anything kind of events. You can host it here from Microsoft Viva Engage. Next, how you can enhance your knowledge or get knowledge related information from Viva Engage, apart from just social skills, right? So from knowledge perspective, you can answer to some of the Q&As, or you can post a Q&A. You can vote it so that people, so let's say for this question someone answered it and you find that useful, so you voted, right? Once you vote, so maximum number of votes will combine and form a best answer. So just like if you would have seen in Stack Overflow or Stack Exchange, uh, you have some answers which are the best answers for a particular question or article. So you can just, this is the same thing which Microsoft Viva Engage is providing you. Definitely you can comment, you can like, you can react to your posts. Self expression is this story, this part of self expression is only for a employee or a user. So in your Viva Engage, you see that there are three navigation. One is home, other is community, and the other thing is storylines. So storylines is something similar to whatever you want to post it in on your feed. That is what storyline is. It will highlight your work. So let's say I was able to uh, solve one thing which probably is like good information for everyone. Maybe some people is struggling with that, so I can just post it in my storyline, and whoever follows me, they'll be able to see this in piece of information. Next, you can also build conversation. We'll see this once we go to the Viva Engage. Next is a different section for leadership. So how leaders can engage with the group of employees. So they can just engage direct. You as a user, if you are following that community of leaders, or if you have joined that community, you can see all the information which leaders are posting. You can discuss with them, just like by posting or asking them the questions relevant to that post in the reply section, or by commenting to their post or reacting, or be a part of the campaigns which are posted by leaders. Or you can also join the events which leaders are hosting. Apart from that, you can also host ask me anything, just like how I mentioned, live event, AMA, Q&A, etc. So that you have open conversation with your leaders, directly from your leaders, not just from your colleagues or from a community. Let me just go to the Viva Engage. Okay, so I will go to my Microsoft Teams again. I will click on Viva Engage. I will search for Viva Engage. As you can see, I am landed into Viva Engage. There are two ways you can go to Viva Engage. Either you can navigate it from your Microsoft Teams, or else you can have web.yammer.com. So web.yammer.com will, because Yammer is rebranded to Viva Engage, so you will come at Viva Engage portal or Viva Engage experience here. Now, let's look at the different things what you can find here. Because I was logged in, this is my user account. I see my name. I can see home feed. So this is kind of your whatever communities you have joined. If they are posting something, you will find all the posts here. So right now, as you can see, I'm part of all these communities, right? I can see that exact same experience here. What all communities I'm part of? These are the my communities, and view all communities. So these are the all communities, and in the drop down, you can sort it by alphabetical order. As you can see, these are all the communities. I can go to the all company architects of Contoso. I've joined this. You can leave that community as well. You can find about that community in the about section. And because you are, if you are the admin, as you can see, I'm the admin. I don't have any more users right now. I can see the number of active people, the posted messages, and also the more insights relevant to that community. So this is the exact same thing which I showed in the previous slides. Now let's go back. This is just the insight of active members, non-active members. So probably your community might have hundreds of people, but how much of them are active, who all are posting, the number of posts, reaction, the messages read. So all these kind of impressions, you can find it in the insights. You can find the relevant files as well. So the files, whichever is posted for this particular community, you can find it here. Also events, if architects of Contoso is hosting any events. If not, you can go ahead and create a live event as well. So it will create I can just go ahead and create architects monthly meetup or Contoso at Contoso. So this is my organization. I will just quickly add this, and I will add myself as the producer. I want this to be targeted for 4 half an hour, and I can just come and I can select. This is a test event right now, so I don't want it. Uh, okay, so now you can set up your live event. Let's just create. Once you create the live event, you can see the event looks something like this. This is live event. You can edit the event details again. You can share. This is the share link. You can share it, add to your calendar, post it into your Viva Engage community. You can do all this. If you wherever these all are the places where you can share. Also, you can post a Q&A. What is the architect framework to be followed for this meetup? I will just add it, and users can respond. Whoever is invited to this meetup or the whole community, they can just come in, they can respond to this Q&A. They can just answer, definitely. That is what respond is. Once you answer, if you find it useful, you can vote it so that you can find the best answers, which always stays on top. This is how you can create events, live events for a particular community. If not, then let's just go back to the community, my architects at Contoso, and you can just find the useful information. You can find all conversation, new conversation. Right now, there is no new conversation. You can praise someone. You can put in a poll that, hey, are you attending this event? Are going to attend the live event? You can just add any of the answers, and probably if you want, I can just say yes or no, just to make it more relevant, and I can just ask. Once you post in a poll, you can just respond. The users will see the interface, they can respond, and you can find the maximum number of answers for that poll. What else you can do is you can post a discussion. So there are different types: discussion, question, praise, and poll. What you saw. Announcement, definitely. So let's just post an event alert. Okay. Once I post it as an announcement, everyone in the so as you can see, this is the announcement, and this will be showcased here in my notifications. So this is how you can have your, sorry, where I went. Okay. So you probably announcement is not done by everyone, but if you have some useful information, or if there is an event coming up, or if there is any quarter sales, so let's say how this quarter performed, probably your leadership might post some announcements for the employees, or any of the edge cases you can take up. So announcements are basically to update you the important information. So you can use announcements as well. You can praise your colleague if they have done some good work, or if the project has just gone live and the project is getting a lot of appreciations, you can praise your team, group of project team. So this is what you can do it with a community. What else you can do is, let's say this user, you can follow this user as well. So probably if there is a leader who is just posting good content around Microsoft Power Platform, and you wish to follow, so that whatever he posts in his storyline, his or her storyline, you can always refer to it. So there are two sections. One is communities, which we already talked about. You can join any community, you can share, discuss, and you can do a number of things. What else you can do is you can also react. So now I can react to this, and to make this experience more inclusive, you can react. Okay.
Socially,
Setting.
just
Yes.
one update. We only left with 7 more minutes. I'm not sure if
Yes.
participants have any questions. So yeah, just wanted to
Sure.
remind you.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. I'll just take 2 to 3 more minutes and I'm done. Okay, so thanks, Lalit, for the reminder. I'll go ahead. So what you can do is make this experience more inclusive, you can choose your skin tone for reactions. So this is what you can change the default tone as well. Now I have made it my default tone to this tone. I can react whenever I'll react. You can see my tone has been changed. I can react to this article. Okay, now let's just go ahead and talk about storyline. So storyline is very important. In storylines, you can post information which is probably the work which you are doing, probably um, whatever useful information you want to post it. Maybe you had a good weekend getaway, you spent uh, good summer vacation at some beach, you want to post some photos, you can do that. So what I can do is I'll quickly post a gif. Summer break to inform my followers that hey, I am on a summer break. So I can just post this, and who all can see my storyline? Those who are following me. So this user might have some followers, or you might be following some group of people. So you can see all your posted storylines here. This is your feed and this is the following. So probably you are following someone, you will see the storylines from them, or this is the feed which will come up. So this is how storylines are. This is for more from for you. You can share your content, your passion, or some useful information on your storylines as well. Inbox is majorly if you are responding to someone, or if someone has responded, replied to your comment, tagged you in comment, or tagged you in any post or discussion, you will find all of those information here. All the unread ones, private messages, or all, you can find it here. You can also post a new private message if you want to share it to someone. It will land it to their inbox. So this is how, this is what Viva Engage is. These are the communities. You can also go ahead and create a new community. Let's just quickly see that. I can create Viva community, and I can give a Microsoft employee experience. I can add few members. I can choose a different type of community, either of a type public or of type private. I want to keep this with an closed group of people. I'll create a private community, and it will create a community for me, and also same experience, live event, question, experience. Everyone, whoever joins this community, they can just start having conversations around. Next, what you can see is you can go to the admin center right from your Viva Engage. So these are the setup and configurations. Also, you will see feature management. There are two features. One is storyline, which is already available. Campaigns is a new feature. You can create new campaigns. So probably leadership can create new campaigns for an organization. You will find all the active campaigns and also the ones which are ended, and the summary of all the campaigns. So this is whole in whole about Viva Engage. What you should look out for. Let's just go ahead and so as we are hearing the buzzword from Microsoft industry, which is Copilot. So one such Copilot is also going to land soon in Viva Engage. So just look out for it. Probably what I can say is this Copilot is just kind of a plugin which will help you. You'll find that Copilot as an extension here, and when you use that, you can create your posts which are more engaging. Probably you want to create a summer break post with all the pictures of how you enjoyed summer break and etc. So you can ask this Copilot to draft a post for you. You can tweak or make changes. You can update the images for yourself. Also, it will help you. Oops, sorry. Yeah. Also, it will help you with the some questions. So as you can see, for this post, your users may also ask these questions. So you can all by proactively you can add these to your post so that users can get all the information from your post. So this is what you can look out for. So Copilot is soon going to come in Viva Engage as well. Next, these are the premium Viva Engage features, which only Those users will be able to access if they have and Viva Insights, Viva Engage license. So now Leadership Corner, advanced storylines, wherein you can post stories on behalf of another user. Also, you can amplify topics that are on top of mind for leaders and employees. So these are the features in storylines, which are advanced features coming soon. Answers in Viva, these is new feature, and also community campaigns. These are the premium features which only the users which have license can access, while all the other users who don't have premium license, they'll be able to access announcements, storylines, analytics, conversation, events, and topics. So topics is probably I just saw you were in the previous session was on topics. So when you are posting, so let's just go and post. You can also add topics. So this is the topics. You can add topics which are relevant to it, and you can attach that. So that group of people who are using that topic or who has access, they will be able to search by topics as well. So this is what my session for today was about. And for any questions or comments, I'm ready to take that up if there are any in the chat.
Yeah. Thanks, Srusti.
Thank you. Is there any question?
I'm sure there will be many, but let I would
Okay, I will take it
ask my
offline. Yeah, yeah.
audience, to put in a chat, and with that, I want to take a 1 or 2 minute break. Meanwhile, I'll check Kevin. Hey, Kevin. Good afternoon or good morning.
Yep, still good morning